So Sonic Racing Cross World just got a price reveal. It's not what everybody expected, and things that weren't so surprising according to some of the leaks that were out there. But the price has been revealed and Sonic fans are not happy. And how could you blame people? So Sonic Racing Cross World's price has been revealed, and it is the full price of a full-blown AAA game. The biggest thing surrounding the discussion for Mario Kart World was the fact that the game was priced for $80. No one really reasonably thinks that a racing kart game should be worth that much money. Ultimately, though, they did soften the blow by allowing this game to be bundled in with the Switch for just $50 extra. That's what I did when I purchased the game, so I feel like as a customer, I got my money's worth. I didn't actually have to pay the 80 bucks. The biggest thing about the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds discussion is not necessarily that it was going to be better than Mario Kart World, and I don't think it will be at all, to be honest, after playing Mario Kart. One of the prominent selling points of the game was the fact that it'll probably be cheaper than Mario Kart, which technically it is, but it'll be like the consumer-friendly, more affordable option. And now, based off of the price reveal, it seems like that's not really necessarily going to be the case. As a matter of fact, in some instances, the game could actually be more expensive. So the price has been revealed for the game. So the version that I would be purchasing, which is the Steam version, is going for $70. I thought it was going to be 50 or 60 probably, reasonably. The Digital Deluxe Edition, now this is where it gets crazy. So if you want like the full-blown experience, by the way, this is like the content creator experience too. Like if you're a content creator, it's hard to stay competitive by not at least getting the Digital Deluxe Edition to get the 3-day early access. And some people also get review codes, so they probably get the game even earlier than that. And that version is $90, bro. So between $70 or $90 is your choices if you want to play Sonic Racing Cross Worlds on the PC. A lot of the major selling points have also been revealed, and that is like the big character packs. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds just tweeted this out. They said, collab DLCs will release over time through the season pass included in the Digital Deluxe Edition. So in order to get the full hype experience, get all the new characters that come to the game, you have to pay $90. Wave 1 is going to be the Minecraft characters, and then there's a bunch of other packs of characters that we don't necessarily know who they are yet. 6 different waves of characters, so you'd imagine that's probably at the bare minimum like 18 characters that you have to pay to get the full experience for. Probably the racetracks that come along with it as well. So we have a pre-order bonus as well for the Digital Deluxe Edition. So for $90, you get the Werehog and then the Sonic Prime characters as well as all the DLC packs. So to be fair, there's also free characters that are going to be coming with the game as well. By the way, look at this artwork. It looks incredible. Great job to the art team for making this. So Hatsune Miku and the Sega characters, they're going to be free allegedly, and I think more Sonic characters will be added too. So hopefully they can continue to push free content to the game, free tracks and stuff like that, because you're already paying a premium AAA price for the game right off the get-go. All right, so at the time of recording this, we got word on what the free characters are going to be. So all these little collab characters right here will be free. And then if you look over to the right on the graph, there's a bunch more coming. So, you know, you kind of mix the good with the bad. So I am probably not purchasing this game. I don't want to grandstand. I don't want to virtue signal and say, oh, corporations are bad. It's like, all right, we've heard that take before. It's not like, you're not saying anything new there. Corporations bad, corporations evil, whatever. Corporations are amoral and corporations serve to make money. We as consumers are customers. The company providing the service or product has to satisfy the customers. I want to explain to you guys just my mindset as to why I'm not purchasing it. If you like the game, you should purchase it. Do not ever let anybody tell you what to do with your money unless they're like financially dependent. If you're a father of 3, maybe you should listen to your wife about how to budget the money. So long as it's not destructive to yourself or your living situation or anything, and it's just something that you're purchasing for entertainment, like a video game like Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, if that's how you want to spend your money, do not let someone tell you to do that. There's nothing that makes my blood boil more than backseat wallet watchers or whatever you want to call them. It's so popular on the internet nowadays. You go into the comment section, you see what people say about people that are just purchasing something that they like. It's your money. You worked hard for it. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. If you're excited about the Sonic game, you should definitely be excited about it. As a matter of fact, we beta tested a bare minimum version of the game a couple of months ago, and for the record, I thought the game was pretty fun. To me, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds feels like a really strong alternative to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but here's kind of the problem with that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out 7 years ago. I mean, technically it's like a 10-year-old game, but regardless, it's a game from over a decade ago. To be clear, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was my favorite racing game of all time. So the fact that Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is like at the same level as that game is a testament to how fun the game was. Like, we had a really good time playing it. So the new Sonic Racing game shouldn't be looking to outshine Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It should be looking to outshine the brand new game, Mario Kart Kart World. Which, fine, it doesn't necessarily have to be better than Mario Kart World, but ultimately, I feel like now that the games are a similar price, I feel like you kind of have to consider that. The new Mario Kart game has been absolutely perfect for me. I wouldn't even justify paying $80 for that game, but luckily I got it for $50 because I bought the bundle. So I'm trying to explain to you guys my mindset as a consumer and just my decision not to purchase the game. So I don't want to hear any straw mans about Mario Kart, because if I had to pay $80 for the game, I wouldn't have paid $80 for it. Straight up, I would have did the same thing that I'm doing with Sonic. I also don't want to hear anything about, oh, you paid $450 for the Switch. It was really $500. No matter which game you're buying, you had to buy a console to play it on. The PC, by the way, that I would be buying Sonic Racing Cross Worlds for, I paid a lot more than I paid for my Switch. And now I have a new console, which I really wanted. Like, I really want the Nintendo Switch 2 and all the games that are coming out. I now have this console for the next 6 to 7 years. Let's just get the most obvious one out of the way. I don't think personally for me, it's responsible to pay $90 for a kart racing video game. Any kart racing video game. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's responsible to even pay $70. The way I purchase like almost anything in life, I try to really like make sure I get the most value for my money. How do I stretch my dollar the farthest? Am I getting the full value of what the dollar I'm spending is? Of course, it's a personal thing. Obviously, what I think a dollar's worth and what you think a dollar's worth is very different. I want to use some interesting hypotheticals. Like, for example, like there's this deli that charges like almost $10 for a bacon, egg, and cheese nearby. And it's like, in my brain, a bacon, egg, and cheese, no matter what, is not worth $10. So despite the fact, okay, $10, it's not really a lot of money. It's just like the principle of paying $10 for something, or just paying for something that's super overvalued. To me personally, which again, this is subjective to everybody, I just won't do it. If there's a certain threshold that I feel like is crossed, and I feel like the price is way higher than the value I'm going to get out of it, that is when I simply say no. And this is one of those situations where I'm probably gonna have to do that. I don't want to say never, like I don't want to say I'm definitely not buying the game, or I definitely in my future will never get the game, but I really can't see myself paying $90 for this game at launch. Luckily, most Sonic the Hedgehog games do go on sale. This game's coming out at the end of September. You know, by Black Friday, this game probably should be the correct price of like $40 to $50. Even then, I feel like it's kind of a tough sell for a car racing game like this on this scale. So that's why I don't want to rule it out like, oh, I'll never play this game and like take this crazy stance. But at the end of the day, those price tags are just too high. I feel like I'm not going to get the value that I want out of it. I'll probably play the game for a week and then never touch it ever again, if I'm being honest. Swiping my credit card and paying $90 plus tax for this game would just feel evil. Like, it would just feel wrong. It would just hurt me because I know I'm not getting that value. Life is tough. Me and my fiance are getting married this year. We just bought a house. We're going on a honeymoon. There's a lot of bills. There's a lot of things to pay for. Close to $100 for this game would just feel wrong. As far as the actual gameplay in of itself, that kind of also factors into this price tag discussion. So like, price tag is one thing, but also like, okay, how good is the game? Some people will probably pay $100 for GTA 6 because it'll be that good. Not defending it, but people probably will. You're paying full price AAA pricing for the game, and you got Eggman T-posing in the trailer. Like, listen, I know it's like kind of funny and it's really not that serious, but also at the same time, it's like, all right, what are we doing here? Is this really a AAA $70 game? What exactly is this game, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, doing that's going to separate itself from its competitors? I'm not really finding anything that it does. I think the most unique thing is like, yeah, they're going to have the crossover characters or whatever, but ultimately those are just like reskins. The extreme gear in the game kind of looks like it's going to control just like the cars. I do appreciate the fan service, but again, what is the major selling point of this game? Is it the ring portals? Like, okay, we're just changing locations. I don't really think that's revolutionary. Is it the items? I mean, the items are pretty much the same as Mario Kart. Is it the racing mechanics? I mean, most of the stuff done in this game was done in previous entries, like racing by land, air, and sea. Is there any new, unique, and complex movement mechanics? I mean, not really. The way the beta felt in this game for me was a little too RNG. It didn't even feel like skill was actually a factor. It was just like you get bombarded by items. They might need to fix the balance with that. Mario Kart changed the world. You have like scalable terrain, you have jumping, you can ride on the walls, there's crazy track design with crazy skips. What exactly does this game do differently than its competitors that's going to force me to pay $70 or $90? There's nothing. I love Sonic the Hedgehog and I hope the game does well. I'm rooting for Sonic Team. I hope this game gets a 90 on Metacritic or an 80 on Metacritic. As a consumer, someone voting with their wallet, I just can't justify it. The gadget system is pretty cool. I like the RPG mechanics that they're adding to the game and the level up system. As far as the actual gameplay in of itself, I don't think there's really anything this game does that's standing out or separating itself from its contemporaries. There's no doubt that it's absolutely fun in the short amount of time that we had with it, and I'm sure there's a lot more that they can show off. Maybe there's a chance they could win me over if they give us more news. Maybe they'll show off more mechanics. Perhaps there's still some time to showcase things. What if there's like a skate park with the extreme gear or something like that? Like, it's not over, but right now it's just not looking good for me. I hope everyone purchases the game, enjoys it, and if you like it, please don't be discouraged by people that don't like it. But this is just my thoughts as a consumer. As of today, I'm going with no, I'm not purchasing it. But let me know what you guys think about the price reveal. Do you guys think this game is worth $70 or $90 for the digital deluxe?